Hey everyone, Aquaman here with Water Wisdom, sponsored by waterfilters.net. Today's video is one of the most common questions we get in our client services department, and that is, how do I identify my reverse osmosis system membrane? Now, obviously, if you had the manual or the model number, you probably wouldn't be watching this video because it's quite easy to find that information there. So this video is to help you identify your membrane when you don't know what you have. Unfortunately, there's only one way to do it, and it's going to require a little work, but in the end it will be worth it, obviously. And that is, you're going to need to remove the membrane from the membrane housing. If you don't have the manual and you don't have any other information and it's not written on the membrane housing, there's only one place you're going to find it, and that's on the membrane itself in the membrane housing. Every membrane manufactured has a model number or some identifying number on the outside wrapping of the membrane. I've only found one in my numerous years of experience that didn't have some kind of identifying mark on it. So, you need to shut off the water supply to your system. You're going to go to the valve and shut off the supply of cold water to the system. Then it'd be a good idea to turn off the valve on your tank. Turn the valve to the off position. Now you can safely remove the membrane from the membrane housing. So let me show you how I would disassemble this particular system to remove this membrane. Okay? First, I need to remove the membrane from the mounting clips. It's just a friction fit. It pops out like so. And now I have to get this assembly off of the end. So first I'm going to remove these water lines from these quick connect fittings. You can see why quick connect fittings are so nice. I'm not using any special tools. And if you are fortunate to have quick connect fittings on your system, it will be quite easy for you as well. Then I'm going to remove this big clunky ASO valve, and now I can access the cap. Now, some membrane housings have a wrench available for their cap. This one doesn't, and if you keep the threads lubricated on your membrane housing with food-grade silicone grease like you should, then you won't have any problem doing what I'm about to do, which is unscrew the cap. And there we go. And then the membrane is inside, and literally it just pulls out. There we go. And that pulled out very nicely because this has been professionally assembled, and the brine seal, this black rubber ring is called a brine seal, has been properly lubricated with silicone grease, and so it just slid right out. And then, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there is a label on this membrane, a TFM 100. And that's a very common modern membrane, and about $45 or $50 approximately for something like that, and you can get the appropriate replacement. And this, of course, is an industry standard size membrane housing and an industry standard size membrane, so finding a replacement is very easy. But if your system is old or of an unknown brand, maybe it's been discontinued, then you're going to have a little bit of a tougher time finding a replacement, and that's what we're here for. We can look it up if you provide us with the information on this membrane, but you've got to get it out of the system first. Every system is different. I mean, they might be similar in construction, something not unlike this one, with vertical canisters for the pre-filters and then the membrane going horizontal on top. But how the plumbing works varies a little bit, so somehow you have to be able to access the cap on the end of your membrane housing and unscrew that cap and then slide the membrane out of the membrane housing. And on that membrane, you will then find some identifying number that you can provide to one of the client services representatives, and they can then find the appropriate replacement. If the membrane you're currently using has been discontinued, there is often a replacement. I'm your host, Aquaman, and thanks for watching.